Dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So let's go ahead. Leo, Virgo, what do we have for you this week? Sorry, I'm like okay, that's how we're gonna start. You guys, I can't even talk. Decluttering the mind is the main thing that is coming up for you guys. Decluttering the mind so that you can see situations exactly for what they are. Now, whether these are romantic, whether it is at work, whether this is your finances or the relationship with yourself. These are general readings, guys. So again, it can apply in any area of your life. But there is a relationship in your life that you are lying to yourself about, and that you're not being completely honest. Whether it is that you are unsatisfied at work, whether it is that you are unsatisfied in a romantic relationship, or whether it is that you are unsatisfied within yourself. Are you having confidence issues? Where are those stemming from? Are there things that you want to do that you are stopping yourself from doing? So there is a sense here of just needing to be brutally honest with yourself. So, all right, how does decluttering the mind works, right? Or how does that come into play, right? With the truth about yourself. Stop suppressing. Stop suppressing the things that are coming up that are trying to catch your attention, that need to be addressed, right? A lot of times we lie to ourselves that we don't have an issue with that, or we don't have an issue in that area, because we have suppressed something for so long that we're not even aware that it's there. So if you're finding yourself this week kind of having a hard time concentrating or a hard time staying on task, there may be moments where you may be able to block everything out and concentrate, but then it's like it comes back, right? So you can definitely, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You can definitely continue on suppressing and suppressing and suppressing. But every time that it resurfaces, it comes in stronger, it comes in stronger, it comes in stronger. To the point where you're gonna end up feeling like headaches, or kind of feeling like it's almost kind of like this distorted energy, like this haze, like not really knowing like where you are, what you're doing, double checking or triple checking something because you can't remember whether you did it correctly or not. And then that energy in itself brings in this anxious energy behind it. Then you start to question or you get in a space where you're just kind of like overstimulated, let's put it this way, and then it becomes really, really hard to kind of bring you back down. So this energy that you guys are having with this cluttered mind, maybe you're needing to declutter your personal, like, your personal space, or the space where you go to meditate, or the space where you go to feel like at home or whatever, because this clutterness of the mind is extending into other areas of your house, or your space, let's put it that way. So a lot of times you think that if you unclutter around you, your mind is going to become clear, and it's really not. You have to do the decluttering within first before you can start decluttering outside of you. Now there is a strong pull on the third eye for you guys. A very strong pull. Because all of a sudden I got this like really like and like rest. And it's not rest so much of like sleep. It's more like you're being called to like go into meditation or go into like a trance, into a space where you can handle all of this at once. And again, it's going to be different for everyone, but it's like literally like almost like drawing me in, and I'm like, hey, nobody doing that right now. No, but with all jokes aside, and needing to declutter your mind this week. Listen, you're needing to declutter your mind this week because it is causing a lot of issues in the fact that you are second guessing yourself a lot. There's a lot of doubt within what it is that you're doing, whether it's in a relationship or at work, as I was saying, or just with yourself. If you are in a relationship and you have this cluttered mind, then there is scenarios or stories that you're building in your mind of things that are actually not happening. But again, you can't see it clearly because it's almost kind of like your mind is like overloaded with information. It's overstimulated over things that you have not faced in the past. So let's go ahead and see, what do we have in your love energy for this week? And again, when we talk about love, we're not talking just about relationships with others, but also with yourself. And we just had this card for another one, the runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy and listening to the ego. The fear of intimacy is what's really drawing me to this card when it comes to you guys. There's a fear of intimacy within yourself. There's a fear of addressing certain things within yourself, whether they're past hurt, whether they're perceptions that you have avoided. And I feel that those energies want to be accepted and want to be embraced. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to act on them, but ignoring or pretending like something isn't there doesn't necessarily make it go away. So clarification or anything else that you need to know, where there we go. It definitely, like, it popped out on its own, and it was like the first one. So the shadow sign, the King of Wands, and then the Justice in the reverse. If you want to get back to a place, or you want to be in a place where you're confident in what it is that you're doing, where you're confident in what it is that you're saying, when you're confident within relationships, connection, I work with your finances, you have to go into those deep sides, those deep, dark spaces within yourself that a lot of people like to ignore, right? Acknowledging and accepting that something is there doesn't necessarily mean that you have to act upon it. But being aware of who you are as a whole, not just the light sign, allows you, one, not to be so judgmental with yourself and not to be so judgmental with others, and also allows you to be yourself more. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out an oracle card as your final message, guys. There is this, some of you really don't want to face whatever this is, and I get it. I've been there, especially when there are things that you don't want to admit about yourself. The Star Mother Orakis, number 23. Stop judging yourself so harshly. Stop being so hard on yourself. And stop judging yourself so much. Whatever it is that you don't quote unquote like about yourself, whether you're trying to suppress, that energy needs to be acknowledged and it needs to be accepted with love. And again, accepting something doesn't necessarily mean that you have to embrace it, as far as like taking actions within that energy. everything that embodies who you are as you is there to serve a purpose when needed. Well, guys, sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.